my team, and he will be helping with the tech side, with the live streaming, etc.
Okay, great. Well, yeah, nice to be able to live stream on your channels and on our channels. That's great.
Amazing. So let me quickly share my screen just to make sure it
Sure.
works.
And your audio sounds fine, by the way.
Thank you. All right, let me quickly do that. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yep. I see that.
And different slides. Yep, all good.
Yep. That looks great. Yeah, and it's full screen. It looks good.
Perfect.
We always get questions from people wanting to know if we're going to share the slides. So if you have a link to those slides,
Yep.
I can send an email around to everybody after everybody who signed up. I can send the recording and then the slides.
Sounds good. All right.
Great.
Make it. Okay. I will share this in the chat here on Zoom.
Great.
All right.
Thanks.
Brady,
I got that.
Is everything okay on your side? Oh, not sure if he can hear us. Brady, are you there?
You're muted if you're trying to speak.
I think it should be fine. I'm gonna
Sure.
get some water and I'll be back.
Sure.
Right. Are you Brady? Are you there?
I haven't heard him yet. I don't know. Maybe there's an audio issue.
Let's see. Let me.
While we're waiting for him, I'll just let you know, since some people in the community are going to be, it's late for some people in like Europe, Middle East, Africa. I will put the recording for this in our developer newsletter this week coming up too. So anybody who might have missed the call because they weren't available to join can still see the recording too.
Amazing. Thank you for that.
And I figure we could wait 2 or 3 minutes to let people dial in and then get started.
Sounds good.
I'll also set you and Brady as Zoom hosts, so if there's any disruption or if you need to mute anybody, you'll be able to do that as well.
Thank you. Brady, can you say something?
Hey, Brady.
That's fine. But everything is good on your side. You can just type as well. Just wanted to make sure. Yep.
Yep.
All good on your side? Yep. Okay, okay. No worries.
So thanks for the people who've joined. We're giving people a couple more minutes to dial in, then we'll get started. And we welcome any comments or questions. If you have any comments or questions to share, feel free to type in the Zoom chat or use the raise hand feature, and happy to have your input. And just to make sure I'm saying your name correctly when I introduce you, is it Sierra? I
Yeah,
think
so it's Sarah.
Sarah.
You can consider I silent. I
Got
know
it. Got it. Great.
spelling is deceiving.
Great. Well, let's get going in about one more. I'll get the live stream going on our end in about one more minute, then introduce you, and then we can get started.
Sounds good.
Great, great. And I bet more people will join as we get going. Let me get the recording going.
Recording in progress.
So thank you to everyone who joined the Zoom chat or Zoom call today, or who is watching on the recording or live stream. We welcome everyone to today's Linux Foundation Decentralized Trust meetup. We are talking today about how Socious builds digital identity solutions using Hyperledger Identitas. And with that, we have our speaker today, Sarah Yoon. And again, we welcome any comments, questions, input that you have throughout the event. So if you have questions or comments, please feel free to type in the Zoom chat. I'll also keep an eye on the YouTube, see if we get any questions over there. And with that, please take it away.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me, David. And hi everyone. So my name is Sarah. I'm the founder of Socious. And today, um, so we've been excuse me. We've been using Hyperledger Identity. So it used to be called Italic Prism for about 3 years now. And we've built different use cases around Hyperledger Identity. And I wanted to share how we're using Hyperledger Identity, and hopefully our audience can get some inspirations to use this amazing technology for your solutions, for your use cases. So first, I would like to explain like what we do at Socius and how we are integrating Hyperledger Identity in all of our products. And then I would like to focus on two different use cases. One is verifiable credential. This is the part, it's for tamper-proof credential, tamper-proof certificates that people can use to receive diplomas or work certificates, and then hiring companies can verify them directly on chain. So the second use case is selective disclosure. This concerns people wanting to keep their identity anonymous, but they can share certain parts of their identity, like age verification, only sharing age information, or um, verifying the account without revealing your personal information, etc. So we'll get to those in details later. But first, what is Socious? So Socious is a decentralized ecosystem empowering everyone to create positive change. So we are focused on social and environmental impact. Our mission is to give everyone a chance to make a difference. And we have synergistic products. We have 6 different products, and pretty much all of them are using Hyperledger Identus in certain aspects. So first, Socious Fund is a crowdfunding platform, but it combines grant distribution with community donations. And we use quadratic voting mechanism, and that's why we need Hyperledger Identus to verify accounts without revealing their identity. And second is Socious Work. So it's a job matching platform. So we are matching impact jobs to purpose-driven talent. And their work certificates, their education certificates are in the form of verifiable credentials using Hyperledger Identus wallets. And Socious Academy is for those who want to skill up and who want to gain new skills to join Socious Work platform and then find jobs. And their educational certificates are issued through Hyperledger Identus. And Socious Verify and Socious Wallet, these are 2 platforms or 2 products that encompass all the other products, because everything that happens on Socious Fund, Socious Work, Socious Academy, Socious Verify will make it tamper-free and verifiable. So Socious Verify is like a Stripe for self-sovereign identity, SSI. So you can use it. It's a no-code platform, and individuals and businesses can use it to issue certificates using Hyperledger Identus and also receive through Socious Wallet. And finally, Tech for Impact Summit. This is an annual event that happens in Japan, in Tokyo. And this year we're bringing together about 2,000 people to do everything we are doing offline, so in person. So all the matching that we do for Socious Fund between investors, donors to social impact projects, that happens in person at Social Tech for Impact Summit, and job seekers and impact organizations. That matching will also happen on the day of Tech for Impact Summit. So this year it's going to happen in October, on the 7th of October. Right now, I'd like to get into the details of one of the use cases that we have for Hyperledger Identus. So we use Hyperledger Identus for its verifiable credentials, and especially for tamper-proof education and work credentials. So probably you remember these cases. These are prominent cases of fake certificates, especially fake educational certificates. And the consequences are serious. So the CEO of Yahoo got sacked because he faked his educational qualification. And MIT's admissions dean also resigned after fake degree comes to light. And in this the final case, an Indian minister actually got arrested because of a fake law degree. So this is a serious social problem. And there are some statistics that 55% of resumes around the world have some kind of falsified information. So why does it happen? It's because PDF and physical certificates, they are easy to forge. So if you go to Canva, if you go to Photoshop, if you have design skills, you can actually forge any certificates you want, including the stamps, including the signature. You can forge it. And it's virtually impossible to distinguish between the authentic certificates and the fake certificates. And that's why most of us, we use background check services, especially if you're a big company and you're serious about hiring the right talent. You do run background checks, but it costs money. It costs a lot of money and time to go through the background checks. And it's for everyone, actually, for the candidates, for background check agencies, for the hiring companies, and for the companies and institutions that are verifying their certificates. So, and it's a big industry. So it's $14 billion industry because of its time consuming. It costs money, and it also affects the, for example, universities. Like, if there are so many fake degrees who don't have the qualifications to have those degrees, can pretend that, hey, I went to Harvard, hey, I went to MIT, etc., and that could cost them the brand value, organization brand value as well. And there's a statistic that more than 2 million fake degrees are sold in the United States alone. So hyperledger identities makes it impossible to forge certificates while protecting personal information. So what are the benefits? So basically we help universities issue educational certificates such as diplomas and transcripts to their graduates. We also help companies issue their work certificates to their former employees. So new employers, so their verifiers, they don't need to actually hire background check agencies because they can instantly verify on chain whether these certificates are authentic or not. And universities and former employers, they don't need to answer background check inquiries. So one of the universities, is Santa Monica University in Cameroon, they actually had a backlog of 3 months of background checks. Like, people asking, hey, has this person graduated from your university? And so it costs money to hire people to go into their database and check their name and date and make sure that these people actually graduated from their university. And with this verifiable credentials, once they issue, they don't need to answer any background check inquiries. They can just tell them, oh, you can just check it on chain instantly. And it doesn't take 3 months, it takes only 1 minute. And individuals as owners, so sometimes you need to ask, personally, I've asked my high school every time I apply to different colleges and for their transcripts and for like diplomas. And but with this technology, I can actually own my identity, own my certificates. And whenever I want to apply to different jobs, different um, educational programs, I can easily share my credentials. So at the moment, we've partnered with especially top universities in different countries, especially focusing on Africa and South America at the moment, because a lot of fake certificates are present in these regions. And it's difficult for example, Japanese companies and US companies or European companies to hire from these regions because there is a lack of credibility for those certificates because of this rampant fake certificates. So we've partnered with University of Nairobi, Strathmore University. These are top Kenyan universities, and they get inquiries about their graduates having um, whether they've actually graduated from these top universities. And so we actually partnered with 16 universities around the world, and all of the students, all of the graduates from these universities are issued with verifiable credentials through Hyperledger Identitas. And on the other side, so the verifier and the companies that are trying to hire people from these graduates and other people are about 30,000 companies using our platform Socious Work to hire talent with confidence, with verified credentials. So that's the first use case that we have. And if you want to receive educational certificates or work certificates today, then you can go to Socious Work and your verifier, so sorry, the issuer, so either university or former employers, they can sign up and then they can issue you a certificate. So now we're getting into the second use case, selective disclosure. So we have two separate examples for this. So anonymous account verification for Socious Fund and anonymous age verification for age-restricted substances like alcohol and tobacco. So first example, Socious Fund. This is a crowdfunding platform, but combining grant distribution with community donations. So maybe you know Gitcoin. It's one of quadratic voting, quadratic funding mechanism and platform. And our goal is to democratize access to capital. And we're tackling a severe issue in venture capital investment. Only 2% of venture capital around the world is going to female founders. And only 2.8% of venture capital around the world is going to the global south founders. So there is a huge disparity between people in the global south and in global north, and men and women, whether your gender could determine whether you can have access to venture capital or not. And we are trying to tackle this severe issue. And we believe that one of the reasons why this is happening is that the decision makers, people who decide who should receive funding, is mostly men in the global north. And we're trying to change that through Socious Fund. So with Socious Fund, we have, similar to venture capital, we have a funded pool. So this year, we will be deploying $1.5 million in the matching pool. And this pool of money will be distributed to different projects based on quadratic voting. So we consider three things. First is the number of supporters. So how many people actually vote and support your project. Second is the donations. So how much donation can you raise? And this donation is based on quadratic formula. So square root of that amount. So for example, if you donate $9 and the voting power will be 3 instead of 9 because of the quadratic voting mechanism. So it's to democratize between the wealthy and the poor, or people who don't have sufficient means to donate a lot of money. And third is supporters' past impact. So we believe that people who have been contributing to social and environmental projects should have a bigger voice than people who are just starting out in this journey. So these three things are considered to determine the voting power for each project, and the winners will receive funding from this the pool of $1.5 million this year. So the problem with quadratic voting, or the things that other quadratic voting mechanisms face, is Sybil attacks, or for example, like wallet splits. So because people, the voting power is determined based on how many voters. So if you just use email verification, then you can create multiple email addresses and vote together, and then increase your voting power. And that is also no good. And also, if you, let's say, if you have $1 million and you want to get funding from this $1.5 million, and you can just split wallets and then donate from different wallets instead of donating all at once to one project. And because of the square root calculation, you can actually increase your voting power by just splitting wallets. So instead of donating $100 at once, that will be considered 10 voting power. You can just split it into $1 each, then you get $100 voting power. So this issue has been present in all other quadratic voting mechanisms, and we're solving that with Hyperledger Identitas Wallet. and while still retaining smooth user experience, and people can remain anonymous. So what we are doing is that we are verifying that you are a human being and there is no duplicate of your account. So only one person can verify one account. However, we don't receive your name, your photo, your age, etc. So only the fact that you are a unique human being is something we are checking. So this is really a great technology coming from Hyperledger Identitas of selective disclosure. And also we use it for verifiable credential or tamper-free aspect of the verifiable credentials. So supporters past impact. So that could be how many hours they've contributed to different social and environmental projects is tamper-free based on verifiable credentials. It comes in work certificates. And this is also our attempt to combat greenwashing, impact washing that have been an issue in the impact sector. Now, another example of selective disclosure is age verification. And we believe that age verification should only be about age, nothing else. And I want to share a story of Agi. Agi is an alcohol seller in Japan. So in Japan, there's regulations requiring all companies selling alcohol to check the age of their customers. And our legal age is 20 years old, right? And so what they've been doing, what Agi was doing, is that they needed to actually check everyone's ID. And that can be driver's license or passport or different IDs that will have your DOB first and also your name, gender, and address and your photo, right? So this is a lot of information that Agi doesn't need. Agi just needs to check the age of the customers. And what is also the risk is that personal information leak. So Agi is a small company selling alcohol, but they need to retain a robust information security system in order to avoid hacks and attacks against their database, because they need to keep that database very secure. And the risk is identity theft. If that information leaks, then there will be risk of identity theft, and people can make your credit card under your name. So that's a huge risk, and they had been spending a lot of money to avoid these risks, mitigate these risks. And now that they've introduced Hyperledger Identitas in our system to verify only age, nothing else, not name, not gender, anything else, not photocopy of their driver's license, that they were able to reduce the information security cost. And the customers are happy because customers are not comfortable sharing scanned copies of their driver's license in 100 different places, but they can keep it on their wallet, Socious wallet. It's based on Hyperledger Identitas, and share that only the age information. And it's not even your DOB. It's more like yes or no question of whether you are 20 years old or older. And with SSI, so you can protect personal information while achieving the goal of combating underage drinking. And so, of course, implementing self-sovereign identity systems requires advanced coding knowledge. So we've built a no-code platform, SSI platform called Socious Verify, and that's what they are using. That's what Agi is using to. So they don't have any developers in house, but they were able to use this system by just copying paste code snippets, and they're using links to verify each customer's age without actually keeping their sensitive personal information. So these are some of the use cases that we have for Hyperledger Identitas, and it's been massively helpful to grow our business. And if you want to try out our system, you can do that today. So you can scan this QR code, and you can try voting in the Socials Fund pilot round. It's until the 1st of June, and it doesn't cost any money, and it will take maybe 3 minutes if you don't have the reusable KYC on the Socials wallet. But if you do, it will take only 1 minute to just vote. It doesn't cost any money. And actually, we have campaigns to receive our tokens. So you will receive thank tokens to vote and register. And also, if you refer other your friends and people from your network, you can earn 1,000 thank. And there's a lottery to receive about $100 worth of thank, and that will allow you to buy Tech for Impact Summit tickets and other benefits. So thank you so much for listening. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions, feel free to come off mute or type in the Zoom chat or just use the raise hand feature.
Where is Socials based? So we are based in Japan. Most of our core members are based in Japan. One of our team members, Brady, is here. He is based in I guess north of Japan, and we have also members in France and other parts of the world as well. Okay, when is the next round for Socials Fund? Good question. So our current round will finish on the 1st of June. And right after that, 1 week after that, we will start a new round with $500,000 that is available for the community. What is the KYC like for? So what's the root of trust used? So we've partnered with the identity verification provider. It's called Did It, and we trust their system to verify. So they cover most of the I think all the countries and many different documents that you can scan, and also they have the face recognition verification as well, and in the background they do AML etc. for to make sure that, for example, the funds don't end up in the hands of terrorists, etc. So that's what we do, but that's for Did It to manage and store the information. And for Socials Fund and other platforms, we do not touch any personal information. And actually, Socials Fund platform is not aware of your name, and you can actually have your account with your nickname or any pseudonyms, and you can still verify your account as long as you have that Socials wallet verifiable credential. Thank you for that question. Any other questions? Do you work with any government agencies to verify identities? For example, I'm interested in verifying users from Canada and other democratic nations across the world. Good question. So currently, we do not work with any government agencies, but what we're trying to do is that at the moment, so we have the third-party uh, identity verification provider in Didit that verifies each country's official documents, and that is convenient, right? So that is good for us that we trust Didit's technology to verify these documents. But in the future, that will take us some time. But there are 194 countries, and but instead of relying on the identity verification provider, we can directly ask, for example, the government of Japan to issue certificate like driver's license or passport as in the form of digital identity and using hyperledger identity's verifiable credential, so that we can get rid of that middle party that verifies these government issued documents. So that's one thing that we're trying to do. And another thing is we are trying to work with police forces in different countries, because background check agencies, they do mostly three things. One is educational credential, second, work credentials, and then third is criminal background. And there is a document called Certificate of Non-Criminality, something like that, that police officers, police stations can issue. And if we are able to, because we already cover educational certificates and work certificates, but for criminal records, we need to actually use conventional means to actually ask the request from the local police authorities to make sure that there's no criminal records. And that we can also do that through verified credentials in the future, that we are trying to negotiate with police forces. But thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Great question. Let me see. Alfonso, can your Socious wallets be used in general? I mean, not only for your verifiable credentials. Yes. So as you may be aware, Hyperledger Identitas follows W3C standards. So we can issue, so Socious Verify issues certificates, and that's based on W3C standards. However, the wallet itself, you can actually receive verifiable credentials from other parties that are also compatible with W3C. So Socious wallet can be used for any types of credential or any verifiable credentials, as long as they are based on W3C standards. Yes, thank you. We would like to explore the use of your Identitas wallet for our learning tokens projects. Amazing. So, Alfonso, I will share my email address here, and we can discuss potential collaboration. Thank you. I will make note of that email address as well. Thank you. Any other questions? Okay. Thank you, Daniel. Can you give an example of a project that Socious has helped to fund? Good question. So we just started Socious Fund project. So Socious work is actually, it's been there for 4 years, about 4 years. And Socious Fund, we just started this year, and the pilot round is currently ongoing. So we don't know which project will win $10,000, but you can check out there are 10 projects at the moment at socious.org website, and you can check out different projects. So many of them are from Africa. Some of them are about gender equality. Some of them are about environment, and also mental health and education projects. So there are quite a few projects, and if you have a favorite one, you can vote. And if you verify through Hyperledger Identitas wallet, then it will increase your voting power. Thank you. Any other questions? Thank you. Thank you for your presentation, and thank you for your work making an impact with Socious. Thank you, Daniel, for your kind words. Thank you, Alfonso. Thank you, Sarah, for this presentation. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and if there aren't any other questions right now, I would encourage everybody to stay involved in the community. If you have questions about Identitas going forward, you're certainly welcome to join us on Discord and ask on the Identitas channels there. And we'll have future meetups as well, where we'll present more about Identitas and other decentralized identity topics. So thank you everybody for joining today. Thank you, Sarah, for presenting. And again, we hope to see you in the community going forward.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate it.
Bye.